who is on this call. So I'm Rebecca Carr. I'm the program director in media and design.
Hey, I'm Amanda Garcia. I am the Associate Program Director of Media and Design.
Hi, Rachel. Tamar Gregorian, Professor of Practice in Public Relations, and also oversee the digital marketing program. I know that's something that you're interested in, so happy to have you join us today. I'll also introduce Alexis Stone, who's our academic advisor. She's awesome, works with all of our students to make sure that they're in the right classes and matriculating throughout the program, whether it's a BA, minor, or certificate.
Hello, my name is Portia Hughes. I am the Senior Student Support Specialist here at SOPA. I work with students to handle all non-academic concerns and needs.
Okay, and right now I'm just going to stop my share. Rachel, thank you for turning on your camera. You are actually the only one who, we had a number signed up, but you're the only one who's here, which we appreciate you being here. And so we just wanted to, if you're comfortable, just give you a chance to kind of introduce yourself and, tell us a little bit. I mean, we know what you're, what you put on the form, but anything else you want to share would be great. And then we can really speak to you as much as possible about that.
So I'm Rachel Stickney. I am the Assistant Director of Annual Giving Campaigns here at Tulane. So Tulane staff member. I've been here, it'll be 9 years in June. And I was just kind of like bopping around the SOPA website and saw that there are some like professional certificates in like digital marketing and PR. And I was just like hoping to get a little bit more information about what those entail, especially because it said that the program is like kind of hybrid, and I just wasn't sure kind of what the class schedule looked like and all of that. And what the time frame is for completing. Maybe like I think my focus would probably be the certificate in PR to start. But I'm open to hearing about anything.
Yeah, it's great. You get one-on-one question answer session here.
I appreciate all of you being here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll kind of go through everything just because it's being recorded, but we'll really, please stop us at any point, ask questions. Like we're really mainly just talking to you. So,
Yeah. Great.
Yeah, I think coming off of a holiday weekend, we had people with intent of joining, but unable to.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a hard Monday.
Yes. All right.
So Rachel, a lot about Tulane and its history, but as you know, Tulane was founded in 1834 as the Medical College of Louisiana, and we actually offered our first continuing education classes to adults in 1886, and that commitment has continued. Today, we are now the School of Professional Advancement, and we have, sort of shifted our focus from continuing studies to professional studies. And on this next slide, you'll see that we do offer quite an array of things cater to working adults as well as traditional students. So we do have a depth in online. Our courses are specifically built by professional instructional designers that we do have in-house, as well as our expert faculty. So when we talk about those hybrid courses, being able to take the program and the certificates 100% online, just so that you have a comfort level. Those have been designed specifically for working adults who are juggling different responsibilities and have a depth of coursework, activities, supplementary materials online for you to make you successful. We also have award-winning programs and faculty. Our faculty are all working practitioners. So even the three of us on this call are practitioners within our field. And then our adjunct faculty who teach a large, section of our courses are working specifically in the fields that they are teaching in. And also student support. As we mentioned earlier, Portia is on the call, which is great. We're so fortunate to have her. We also have Alexis Stone, who would work very directly with you to help advise, as well as Tamar Gregorian, especially in the digital marketing and PR that you're interested in. We also have a career advisor, et cetera. So if any of those services are needed, we offer all of that within SOPA specifically. Also affordability and flexibility. You're probably on the tuition waiver plan, but for those who might be watching this after the fact, our course content cost is cheaper than Newcomb Tulane. And we do that because we know that we have working professionals. We make our classes more affordable within these applied fields. And very flexible. Not only do we have courses after 5 p.m. after working hours, we also offer courses at noon, at 9 a.m., some Saturday courses as well. And we offer a mix of 100% online, 100% in person. And then we do have flexible courses where some may meet in person and some may meet online. And then of course we have our Tulane alumni and network. That is a huge advantage to being within the Tulane system. So this video is just a little bit of an overview of all of media and design, and we just like to show it to give kind of an outline of who we are as an entire department.
Sorry about that. Now we're just going to go ahead and do overviews of all the different programs.
Yeah, so within media and design, we recently combined our public relations, digital media marketing, digital design, and interactive design under one umbrella within the last year. And so within that, you can see all of these different areas of concentration that we have. Again, this just made sense for us in terms of sharing resources, workforce alignment, et cetera. So as you already saw, Rachel, in your research, public relations, digital marketing, we're all under the same umbrella. And this is a little bit of just a diagram infographic to show you kind of how we work under one department of media and design. So on the media side of the house, we have our public relations, digital media marketing, communications, as well as advertising, bachelor's certificates and minors in each of those areas. And then on our design side, excuse me, we have 1 degree of digital design, but you can declare a concentration in either graphic design or interactive UX UI design with a bachelor's, a post-bac certificate, or a minor.
And these are our general BA requirements. So it changes a little bit depending on the major. So it's 36 to 42 major hours, 18 elective hours, and 60 general requirements. And then these are our minors and certificates. So in public relations, it's 18 hours, 6 courses, either as a minor or a certificate. The same for digital media marketing and advertising. And in design, our minors are the same, 6 courses, 18 hours in graphic design and interactive UX UI. And then the post-bac certificates in graphic design are a little different from the ones on the media side in that they are 10 courses and they're intended for someone who already has a bachelor's degree. So 30 hours. Amanda, do you want to talk about
Sorry about that? Yep. trying to find my mute button. So something that we've done that has been super helpful and that you would receive, Rachel, depending on what you decide to pursue. So let's say you go into public relations first for the certificate, you would receive a matriculation guide that is kind of a visual list of courses, prerequisite guide, basically, where you can see what is required in what order. We divided this into the block system. So instead of assigning like, you should take this in the fall and spring, we know that our students are working professionals typically and may only be able to take one class one semester, maybe two classes another semester, et cetera. So we've set these matriculation guides up in a way where it's divided into blocks. So for example, the first block, you would need to complete all the courses within that block before moving to block 2, and then before moving to block 3, et cetera. So this is just a very easy way for you as a student to see what's required and in what order. And this is available online. We're going to talk about in a little bit on our online hub. So at any time you can see the most current version of this and pull it at any time so you can see what's next for you.
Yeah, and this one on here happens to be the BA, but we have them as
For
well.
every season. Yeah.
I actually have it up, Rachel. I can, once we get through the rest of the slides, we can stop the recording and maybe I could share my screen and kind of just show you the PR certificate one.
That'd be great. Okay, and so now we're going to talk, and we're glad that Portia is here, the student support and resources available to our students. One thing is, like Dr. Garcia just mentioned, this is fairly new. So Rachel, a lot of our students, obviously, our students spend a lot of time in Canvas. I don't know if you've messed with that at all, but when you take classes here, the classes live in this program called Canvas. And so the students are in it all the time. That's how they get to all their coursework and any information about their courses. So we figured that would be a place where we could get information to students that specifically, it's not public facing, it's what they need as students in media and design. So we have things in there like the matriculation guides. We have things like internships and job postings, any events that are happening. We send reminders out through this. Different lectures that have happened in the past that we want, new students to be able to have access to. It all kind of lives in here. And these are just a few photos of some different events. Some are through student organizations that we have done as media and design, like the photo on kind of in the middle left is the Addy Awards that happened this year, where media and design students, they won a bunch of awards and they got to go to this the ceremony. So that's really exciting. One of them, the one next to that one, is a mural that's actually in the Richardson building where SOPA's offices are, that that design students designed and then painted. The one below is at a conference, and then the other one is a student organization just does this really fun event, making headdresses. So this is just, we wanted to show you, we really try to have a sense of community. A lot of we're tailored to working adults, and we try to make things easy for them. So, most of our classes do take place on Zoom, but we do try to have in-person events and different things to kind of build community.
I can jump in here if you'd like.
Yeah.
And I want to kind of specifically talk a little bit about PRSSA, but just as a continuation of what Professor Carr mentioned, we do have 3 student organizations that are housed under SOPA, Tulane SOPA Media and Design. They are open to all Tulane students. So AIGA, organization for graphic design artists, AAF, American Advertising Federation, which is open to and we encourage cross enrollment. So PR students are members of AAF, are members of AIGA, and vice versa. And then we are the school who houses the PRSSA, the Public Relations Student Society of America. I'm not sure if you're familiar with it, but we also have a New Orleans chapter for all of these organizations. I think AIGA is transitioning into a different phase of New Orleans chapter per se, but AAF, so the Ad Club of New Orleans and the PRSA, the Public Relations Society of America, we have chapters here in New Orleans, and then all of these organizations have chapters nationwide. So as a member of any of these, you automatically then become a member of the national organization and can access all the resources, internships, job postings. I know you have a job, so, you know, a job posting potentially, and just a really great opportunity to create a network outside of New Orleans within the PR or advertising or design fields. Great. I can't say enough. They have scholarship opportunities that are open to student members. And I'd be happy to send you, if you want to drop, I think I actually have your email. I'd be happy to send you the information for our upcoming PRSSA meeting on April 19. We're actually going to be talking about certifications in public relations. So it might be something that would also interest you. So this is separate from the PR certificate, not to kind of confuse those two. This is on the national level. There are student certifications, and then there are also professional certifications for professionals working in PR. It's called the APR, Accredited Public Relations Practitioner. Kind of like a stamp of approval for a PR person working in the field. So all have meetings, both online and sometimes on ground. Like the AAF, for example, is participating in a national competition this year as well. So yeah. And then we have lots of great resources that we also provide our students free of charge. HubSpot through the HubSpot education program. So a lot of the digital marketing classes will use HubSpot as well as Google Analytics. All of our media and design students get access to the Creative Cloud for their classes. And then in the PR classes, we tend to use the Muckrack Academy. They have a lot of great resources for public relations practitioners and students. And then all Tulane students get access to LinkedIn Learning, which is definitely widely used in all of our different courses. And then we also have, oh, sorry, I just was rolling right into it. My apologies.
Go ahead, you can if you want.
Sorry.
No problem. I did the same thing earlier. We have media and design coaches, and what these are upper level students who've taken, they're kind of nearing the end of their coursework, and they're available, on the design side to help with software, give feedback. On the media side, for proofreading, preparations for reviews, which is something that students have kind of at different midway points through their course of study. If they want to practice a presentation that they have to give for a class, the coaches are there. And the reason is sometimes, we do find that students are more comfortable kind of asking for help from peers. And it's just a friendly environment to, get the support you need outside of classes. Amanda, do you want to jump in on this one?
Yeah, absolutely. Also, something that we're super proud of is that our student work is award winning. Every year we enter various awards competitions. This is a little infographic about our Addie Awards. We just found out that we won 6 more district awards. We have to add to this now. We cover the cost of those entries for our students. So it's everything from photography to illustration to video, motion, web design, etc. And so far we've won 5 national awards. And we need to probably add the numbers for this year, but we're at, 143 regional, etc. So we're very proud of our students. And if you go on the website, you can kind of see the breadth of work that has won. So we're very proud of our faculty and students for this. And something else that, we incorporate into all of our courses. So whether it's PR, digital marketing, design, our service learning projects. So you can expect during your time, whether it's certificate or bachelor's, et cetera, to encounter service learning projects in which we're working with a regional or local nonprofit and creating actual work for them. So not everything in class is going to be theoretical for a pretend client. We are actually creating work to better our community. And these are just a smattering of different projects for the ARC. For example, you can see here, energy-wise, the celebration for which one was that? The Louisiana Gulf Coast. What was the full name? I can't recall.
CLRC.
Coast.
I can't exactly remember what all those acronyms were for. It was a while ago, but they
Yeah.
basically restoring the coast.
Yeah.
And they have restaurants that will agree to save their oyster shells and then use them as like barrier reefs and stuff like that. All right. Okay, this is where I'm going to pass it over to Portia. How to apply.
All right, so applying to SOPA is pretty simple. You'll just go to sopa.tulane.edu and you can complete the application. I believe the application fee is $40 for undergraduate. You'll need to upload your government ID. And you will need to have your transcripts sent in electronically from all institutions that you have attended. Yep. So the current tuition for fall 2023 is $623 per credit. We do have different types of financial aid available. So they come in 3 forms, either federal aid, scholarships, or grants. And so for our federal aid, you'll have to complete your FAFSA, and that can be found online. For grants, federal grants, you'll get those awarded through FAFSA as well. So whatever comes about with your FAFSA after is looked at and evaluated with the financial aid office. They will determine what grants you would be eligible for. SOPA has specific scholarships available. So there are different types. We have different discounts and also full lump sum scholarships. We do also participate in the employer tuition remission program. And so because you do work at Tulane, of course, that would apply to you. I believe you have to be working here at least 6 months before you can qualify. So I don't know how long you've been here at the university, Rachel. You may have mentioned it before, but I'm not remembering. So as long as you've been here more than 6 months, you would qualify.
Almost 9 years, so I think I'm good.
Oh, you are so good. You're good. So yeah, you would qualify for that. And if ever you decide to leave the university and you are still enrolled here at SOPA, we do have several other options for you as far as scholarships. All right, so the summer deadline is May 1st, and the early enrollment scholarship deadline is April 15th. The fall deadline is August 1st, with the early enrollment scholarship deadline June 1st. And the spring deadline is January 1st, with the early enrollment scholarship deadline being December 1st.
All right. Thank you very much. And yeah, if you have any general questions, but otherwise, let's just stop the recording so we can really like specifically answer your questions. That would be great. Rachel.
Yeah, I probably have more specific if you want.
Sure. Yeah. And would you mind stopping the recording?